Alright guys, welcome to another video of Romero Lawn Service. Bienvenidos mi gente, bienvenidos, esperemos que se encuentren muy bien. Welcome guys. Alright, so I started to do this video and for some reason the voice wasn't recording and I say a lot of good stuff too. So let's try this again guys. Let's try this again. Yeah, so every time I make a video, sometimes I want to say more detailed stuff, or I want to speak to you more. I want to, I got a lot of stuff to say, but then when I start recording, doing the voiceover, I get lost. I'm like, man, what would I want to say? But anyways, so I'm going to try my best to talk to you and give you my best explanation that I can to you guys, all right? All right, so I'm going to talk to you about pricing. Hoy en este video vamos a hablar de los precios, cuánto cobro y cómo aprendí a cobrar y más o menos cómo le hice y cosas por el estilo. Yeah, so in this video I'm going to talk to you how did I learn to give quotes, price, and as you may know, I already told you guys when I started this lawn care business, I started from zero. I started from on my own. I didn't work for nobody else, or I didn't learn from nobody else. Nobody told me how to do it. I didn't have nobody to show me or explain to me how to do it, how much to charge. So basically, I started from zero. I started from making a lot of mess on people's yard, and I'm happy and glad for those clients that they were patient with me, because I knew I wasn't doing a good job. There were some clients that they were like, man, you're not doing a good job, and I was like, man, I'm really sorry. I'm learning, so bear with me. So there were some clients that let me go. They only gave me one chance, and they were like, no, thank you. No, they pay me, but they didn't say to come back. So I was learning, guys. I was learning, and it's hard whenever when you start the lawn care business or any business, and you don't know nothing about it. I mean, it's tough. But good thing for this YouTube that show me and show a lot of you guys how to do stuff. So we're blessed, guys, to have all this new technology available for us. Yeah, so pricing, how to do a price, how to give a quote, how I did it, and what was I using to do quotes. Well, when I started doing lawn care, I still remember the first lawn. It was I was knocking doors on the neighborhood, and this lady came out, and I told the lady, hi, my name is Juan Romero, and we're doing lawns in the neighborhood. And she was like, oh yes, how much do you charge for this lawn? I told her 25. We can do for 25. And it was really, well, it was overgrown. It was like I want to say 6 inches. In some spots it was like 6 inches the most, the tallest. Other places it was like maybe less than that. But it was the type of grass, you know, it's real, like it was a lot of grass. So that was my first yard. I was like, man, hold up, this is really hard stuff. It was 6 inches, and it was a push mower. It was not even a self-propelled mower. So I was pushing it, and I was like, man, $25. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do this for $25, and it was hot. Man, I mean, for back then, it was pretty good. That was like 7 years ago, or almost 8 years ago. And I was like, you know what? I mean, I was unemployed. I was making no money, and that was some good, I mean, income for me at the time, because I wasn't getting no income from nowhere. I was laid off. And I was like, you know what? I had a truck, I had a push mower, I had a weed eater, so I was like, let's go do this. And I didn't even know how to mow yards, because I used to live in an apartment, and I moved to a house. I was living at the house like for 7 months when I started doing lawn care, and I had somebody else mowing the house for me. And then I was like, you know what? I can't afford to pay. I can't afford to pay somebody else to mow my yard. So I bought a push mower, and then I started mowing my grass. But I didn't know how to. I don't even know how to weed it. I was just push mowing it and not weeded the house. I was just push mowing it, and I was not doing the string trimming. Anyway, so I didn't have no experience on the lawn care, how to charge, none of that. So then I was like, let me check it out on YouTube. I was looking at YouTube videos. That's when I was searching lawn care people, lawn care guys working, how to price a lawn. And from YouTube, as you may know, there's a lot of different guys out there from YouTube that they're not close to me. They're not in the same area in Texas where I'm at. So I was looking at other guys from Georgia, Carolina, California, Florida, and it's way different prices. It's way different than Texas. So I kind of gave me an idea from what they were telling me, what they were saying on the videos, and then I started to meet other lawn care guys, and I will ask them, hey, how much do you charge for a small yard? And they were like, well, for this one I'll charge 40 or 35 for medium yards. And I started picking up my prices. I was like doing lawns for $30, $35 for a while, like maybe I want to say a year or 2 years. And then when I was doing these lawns, I'll make videos and put them on YouTube. And then a lot of you guys will tell me, hey, that's cheap, you need to raise up your prices. So that's when I started doing $40 and up. And right now we only do 45 and 40 up, small yards, and $60 to $70 corner lots. Depends on how much work, how much weeded we have to do on those. And guys, I mean, it depends. It's not even gonna. I get a lot of people that call me and they tell me, how much do you charge to weed it? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna charge you $40 because, I mean, weed it is the most hard part of mowing a yard for me. Because I mean, if you wanna mow a yard with zero turn or stand-on mower, I mean, that's easy to do. But the weed it is more work. You gotta walk, you gotta make sure it's a straight line. I mean, it's more work to weed it. For me, the weed it is the most important thing on doing a lawn. So I told my clients, all right, I'm gonna charge you $40 just to weed it. I mean, it's cheaper if you want me to mow it, because I'm gonna mow it for 40, 45, and that includes mowing, blowing, and string trimming. Weed it, do the weed it. I mean, because you know what I mean. That's just me. That's just me. I'll charge $40 just to weed it. It doesn't matter if you already have the yard mowed. 40 is the minimum we're gonna do a house to weed it. All right, guys. So, like this lot right here, I charge $100 per acre. This one is a little bit less than an acre. It's not too big. It's not even an acre. Anyways, for this yard right here, we charge $100 because it's an easy one. There's no weeding to do. The only weeding to do is a tree right there in the middle, the tree and the fence over there in the back, and that's pretty much it. It's not a lot to do. It's not a lot of weeding, so that's an easy one. So that's why I charge $100. Well, the first time, for this first time out, this is the first time on this one. It's a new client. He called me like 4 weeks before I was here, like 4 weeks ago, and I gave him a quote. And then I told him, well, the first time I'm gonna charge $250 because there's a lot of grass clippings. I want to say the previous guy that mowed this yard, they only mow, and that they left all the grass clippings big time. It was like it was overgrown, and I think they mow it, and they left everything behind. I don't know, you can see right there, there was a lot of grass clippings. So I was like, you know what, let me blow everything to the side, that way John can mow with BK, because we were mowing and man, he wasn't doing it a good job. So I started blowing everything to the side, and then I was making like piles of grass, and then John was pushing it all the way to the woods, and then we made them disappear over there. So yeah, I want to send a shout out to Juan Bautista. Saludos al amigazo Juan Bautista. He called me this weekend and he was asking me for pricing. How do I price? He's another happy customer from Zappy Sites, and he said he's been getting a lot of commercial quotes, and he was concerned because he was, man, I might be giving a little bit too high on the price because I gave him a quote and then they don't call me back. Well, sometimes it's because there's always somebody else cheaper, but I always try not to, whenever I do a quote, I try to give a good quote. I don't try to go over too high or too low. I'm just about where I need to be at. There's times you can charge real good. There's times you gotta charge a little bit less. They don't charge too low. For me, an acre is $100, $120. It depends on how much weed do they have. If it has a lot of weed to do, a lot of flower beds where you gotta be careful, I mean, I'll do maybe 150 per acre. It all depends. But here in Texas, most of the people charge $100 or $120 per acre. So that's what I'm charging too. But there's always a first time fee, because sometimes when you go and do a yard and it's ugly, there's cleaning you gotta do. Like in this one right here, there was a lot of grass clippings, so we're blowing everything to make it look nice, make it look neat. Because a lot of the clients, they think, oh, can you give me a quote? And I let them know, oh, all right, I'm gonna give you a quote, but the quote I'm gonna give you is gonna be a first time fee, because the first time is always more work. You gotta do more stuff to make it look nice, and then after that I'm gonna charge you less. For this one right here, we charge 250 because I had it to blow all the grass, pick up a lot of trash, and yeah, as you may see right there, it's looking cleaner right there. So after that, I was gonna charge him $100 because it is an easy one. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you gotta look into whenever you do a quote. How big is it? How difficult is it? Is there ditches like this? You gotta weed it ditch like the ditches. You know, when you're doing a ditch, you can't put them over in there sometimes. Most of the times you can't put a zero turn, so you gotta weed it the ditch. That's more work, more difficult. So you gotta charge a little bit extra for that. So this one right here is $100 per mow, and that's how we do the estimates, guys, the quotes. I know you might have a different way. You have a different way to do it, let me know in the comments. A lot of people charge different. You might have different techniques on how to do it. The way I do it sometimes too is like, okay, let me see, if I'm gonna do like a big commercial property, I say, this is the way I do it sometimes. I'm like, okay, so $40 house, I divide it, like if it's like maybe 4 houses, oh man, this is like 4 houses. In this commercial property, it's like 5 houses. So I kind of give me an idea, okay, so this one I'm gonna do it for this much. So yeah, guys, it's just different ways to do it, guys. Let me know you like this video, guys. I will see you on the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you guys do it. But yeah, that's the way I do it. That's the way we do it in Romero Lawn Service. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Saludos mi gente, gracias por llegar hasta el final de este video. Hope you like it. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe.